Hi everyone, Andy here. So today we're going to answer some questions. Okay, and these questions actually comes from people who want to sign up or people who already signed up for our workshop. Okay, so if you're thinking of whether you want to come for this workshop, okay, these are some of the frequently asked questions, and I hope that I can answer most of them. Okay, in a way that you can understand. Okay, so number one question, okay, is actually how much capital do I need to start investing or start trading? Okay, so this probably is from some people who are probably new to investment. What are some people who have actually came to our workshop and they start with a small capital? Okay, so what I want to share with you is just one of these of my student. Okay, his name is Lai. He's in Malaysia, and he only starts with about 8,000 ringgit, less than 8,000 ringgit. So 8,000 ringgit is about less than 60,000 Thai baht. Okay, 60,000, less than 60,000 Thai baht. So probably this is one of the lowest that that my student actually start from. But I see some people, they start from even 30,000 Thai baht, 60,000 Thai baht. It's also okay to get started with trading, and yet you still is able to get good results. Okay, so let me just share with you the story of this student. Okay, his name is Lai. So he asked me some questions on his portfolio and asked me to give some view on how is he doing in his portfolio. So what do I do here is I take a look at his whole portfolio. That means all the share that he have bought, okay, all the money that he have invested, and I'm surprised. Okay, I'm surprised that he actually start from his gross investment is 7,934, and his unrealized profit is 3,354. Okay, so 3,354 is let me see. Okay, let's say we look at this is 3,360. Okay, it's about 25,000 Thai baht. Okay, so he used 60,000 Thai baht. Okay, he actually make about 25,000 Thai baht. Okay, for a beginners, okay, it's very good. Okay, and very good. And a lot of people will ask how long did he invest? Okay, so he attended only 2 months ago. Okay, he attended only, the class only 2 months ago, and he actually buy a few stocks. Okay, with the small capital. That means he's still pretty diversified. So within just 2 months, he actually get this result. Okay, and one of the key reason why he actually get such a good result is actually because of this counter called UWC, where we actually discuss and we actually talk about it in the class. Okay, we actually talk about it in the class. So in this UWC, you can see that over the past 2 months, okay, it's from December 2018 all the way to February. Okay, so December 2019 all the way to 2020 February. Okay, the stock actually went up about 80%. Okay, about 80%. So not only Lai actually get this stock, okay, he actually put most of the money into this counter. So you can see from his portfolio, the reason of his success is exactly what we actually share in the class. Okay, which means when you want to make money, when you make a lot of money, you have to catch the very big winner. And in this case, UWC is a big winner. In 2 months, it goes up 80%. It's actually a very good big winner. And secondly, in the whole portfolio, okay, you need this position to be the biggest. Okay, so he did exactly what we actually teach, and he do it very well, even with small capital. Okay, so this is the first thing that I want to first question. If you ask me what is the minimum amount, I think you can start small. We can start small. Most important thing is it doesn't really matter how much money you actually start. Okay, we have some students, they start with even smaller than this account, and they will have like 50% gain in their portfolio. Okay, because when they have small account, they got lesser fear. Okay, they got lesser fear, and they dare to follow what we actually share with them. They actually follow better, and when they do it and they see result, what they actually do here is they actually put in more money and they do even better later on. Okay, so don't worry about small capital. Okay, all this we have seen people have done it with our strategy, and all is working very well. Okay, so let's talk about the second questions. Okay, what broker that Andy use, and Andy suggests which broker? Okay, so basically for me, I use Philip. I use Philip Singapore. Okay, I use it for CFD. I use it for stocks. Okay, even global stocks. Okay, I use Philip CFD and also Philip stock, because I have no much of a choice. Okay, because I'm in this company. But for you, if you want to use any broker, okay, we do not stop you from using. Okay, you can use any broker, and yeah, for now we do not have like a special tied up with any broker. Okay, so if you want, you can I can link you up with Philip Singapore, so that you can buy Singapore stocks, Hong Kong stocks, China stocks, US stocks, and or even you know, any country, most of the other countries. Okay, but for Thai stock, okay, well, for Thai stock, it's actually better that you use a Thai broker. Okay, a Thai local broker, that will be better, and you know, it's actually should be cheaper. Okay, it should be cheaper. So you know, we share with you how to do it. Okay, but choosing a broker, I think you have to choose one for yourself. Okay, but of course, in the future we will come in with some broker that we know. Maybe if our student become a stockbroker, then we will tell you, you know, which are the suggested broker that we want to work with. Okay. Okay, so the third question. Okay, so the next question is, I'm a value investor. Can I use the software? Okay, so this is one of the commonly asked questions that we actually get from our student, and they always ask, you know, what are some of these what are some of these value stocks, value investing stocks. Okay, so let me share with you. Okay, let me share with you some of these value investing stocks. Okay, example. Okay, example. If you ask me who is the best value investor out there, okay, I guess everybody know this. Okay, it's Warren Buffett. Okay, so he's the most famous value investor out there. So if you use one of the strategy, okay, let's example. Recently, this Warren Buffett bought Apple. Okay, so if you want to look at Apple, okay, you type AAPL, and in this software, you open up and see, okay, and you can take a look at how you can buy this value stock at a better price, and also get out at a better price. Okay, so the thing here is this. Okay, most of the time you'll be guessing. Okay, whether is it time to buy, whether as a value investor, is it undervalue, is it overvalue, is it, you know, there's so many questions out there besides choosing the stocks. Okay, so one of the strategy that I use is the very simple one. Okay, which means, you know, I pick those stocks that, you know, like big companies, but they are also uptrend. Okay, big companies that are also uptrend. So by doing this, I'm actually you know, also sometimes we follow Warren Buffett. Okay, sometimes we follow some other fund managers. So I create a list. Okay, I create a list, and this list, example, Fundsmith. Example, Fundsmith. So Fundsmith is one of the value investors in the Europe. Okay, in England. Okay, so he actually is called the Warren Buffett of Europe. Okay, Warren Buffett of Europe. So he have a list of stocks that is also picked through value investing. Okay, so for me, what do I do here is I can use my screener. Example, I use this Bottom Master screener. I can actually screen the whole list. So he got all these stocks like Microsoft, Estee Lauder, PayPal, Facebook, PepsiCo, Philip Morris, and all these stocks that he thinks that you know, he holds for long term. Okay, so, and I got Melli. Okay, this stock called Melli. This stock Melli got this bottom signal right now. Okay, bottom signal right now, and this is, you know, how we can use this software to find out what are the stocks right now. It's at a low price, and from there we can actually use the system to tell us right now which are the ones to buy and which are the ones to sell. Okay, so the thing here is this: it actually be better if you are a value investor with this system. Okay, but the thing here is this: okay, in our class we do not teach any of this like how to pick stocks with value investing. Okay, the reason why we don't do that is because we already outsource to Warren Buffett. Okay, you can copy what stock Warren Buffett actually buy and use the system to tell you when to buy and when to sell. Okay, so example, okay, if you happen to follow Warren Buffett and you see he has this stock, okay, that he actually lost a lot of money. Okay, like this Kraft Heinz. Okay, Kraft Heinz, and this Kraft Heinz, if you follow the system, you will actually see that this Kraft Heinz has been falling all the time. Okay, from $80 all the time to 70 to 60, and during this period when it dropped a lot, okay, you can actually avoid the losses by selling when you see red candle. Okay, and this actually will help you more if you are a value investor. Okay, so of course there's many other strategy. Like one of our favorite stocks in Hong Kong is this company called BYD. Okay, this is this company actually do is something like a Tesla. Okay, it's a Tesla of the East. Okay, so this is the stock where it actually move up and down a lot. And guess what? Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, is the biggest shareholder, okay, in this company. Okay, so they do electric cars, and you can know all the stories, okay, but the most important thing is when to buy. So this stock is usually buy when it drop, okay, especially when it drop 50%. Okay, this is a good time. Okay, so over the past few months we have been sharing, okay, with our investors, okay, that this BYD is at a low point. It's at a low point. And when you see Tesla is going up like this, okay, then of course there's one Tesla of the East, which is BYD company, which is listed in Hong Kong. So this is how we use the strategy our strategy with value investing. Okay, the next question is, okay, I'm a beginner. Can I use the software? Okay, so like what I say, a lot of our students, they are beginners. There are also a lot of them, they are people who have tried for a long time. Okay, so many of them, they say they've tried for a long time. They are actually telling the beginners that they are very happy that the beginners come early. Okay, because some of them, they tried for 10 years, they tried for 20 years, all the different ways, and they found that this way is the easiest and is the most effective way of doing share picking, okay, or doing how to buy all these stocks. Okay, so over here, if you ask me, okay, I think beginners have total advantage when you have this software and you have our strategy. Okay, so the most important thing is not just the software. The software is just a small part of what we are teaching. Okay, with the software you learn faster, and instead of going one stock at a time, right now you are looking at many stocks, and using a screener, you screen through the whole market and you understand what's happening in the market, what the sector that is strong, what are the sector that is weak, and what is the uptrend stocks, and that's where we give you a very good advantage of learning fast. The most important thing is also it enables you to go overseas to see the US stocks, the Hong Kong stocks, all the other foreign shares. Okay, and you come back and you take a look at, let's say you're looking at Thailand stocks. You realize that maybe there's the market is still weak. Okay, maybe you just wait for a while. Okay, so instead of rushing in to buy stocks that's at the bottom, maybe now you look at the US market and make some US dollar when the Thai market is actually weak. Okay, so when the Thai market is good, then you realize like this is the thing that this is the software that you need, and this actually helps you to catch some stocks, okay? And some of these stocks, like example BTS, okay, sometimes it's a no-brainer, it's an uptrend, okay, and it's so straightforward that if you just follow the system, you start making money. And let me tell you this, okay, it's actually better that you pay school fees and you start making money first, okay? But the thing is, most people as a beginner, they pay school fees in the market. They pay, just like many years ago, what I did is I also pay school fees to the market, and it takes me a long time to learn, okay? So in this case, you learn a proper way, and you realize, but if you are following the system, if you're catching an uptrend stocks, you will be making money by looking at the colors, where to buy, where we sell, where to buy, where we sell, and you understand how trading actually works, okay? So example, okay, many years ago, like just a few years ago, Airport of Thailand, like that's our favorite stocks, okay? So you realize these are the very good times, okay? And if you look at this period, okay, if you look at this period, the system do very well for Airport of Thailand, and that is where that's where you want to be in. Okay? That's where you want to hold these stocks. Okay, and during that same period of time, another stock that is our favorite is this company called Beauty. Okay, so I do not know about, back then I do not know about Thai stocks. Okay, but with the software, it allows me to see what are the kind of stocks that we call it a good stock. Okay, what are the kind of stock that that really makes money? So Beauty went from $1.76 to $22. So these are the kind of profit, these are the kind of stocks that we encourage you to catch, and these are the kind of stocks we eventually will help you to catch. Okay, so with the system, you realize, okay, how to make money, where to buy, where to sell, and you learn from all these examples. Okay, you learn from all these examples. So when the real thing comes, okay, here's time to buy, here's time to add, buy more, sell. And it helps you to practice over and over again, and you realize, one good trend, okay, from $10 to $20, that is the part that you want to catch, and that will make a big difference in your life and trading. Okay, so for beginners, definitely this is a much easier way to learn. It's more practical. If not, you will go to the difficult side, okay, which you learn all the technical knowledge on all these candlestick indicators, and you learn all this PE ratio, you learn all these fundamentals, technical stuff, which is not a practical way to trade. Okay, it's not a practical way to trade. It's more of analysis. Okay, and guess what? Throughout my journey in trading, analysis don't really help. Okay, analysis don't really help. Okay, it's actually trend following that helps me the most. Okay, so what we are doing here is called trend following. Okay, so next question. Okay, next question is, okay, if you're non-tech savvy, okay, can you use the software? Okay, this software is really easy to use. Okay, you can use it on your phone, on your iPad. Okay, if that means if you are using a phone right now, a smartphone right now, iPhone or Samsung or anything, okay, it's very simple. You can just go in and look, just key in what stocks. Okay, let's say you are looking at a Gulf. Okay, you just key in the name and then you just click. So basically, it is simple operation. Okay, simple operation. You just do exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay, right click is to zoom out, zoom in is just to drag, okay, to the right side, and all these things can be learned. Okay, can be learned. Okay, it's totally as simple as what you see right here. Okay, it's actually very simple, so don't worry about it. Okay, so the next question is, if Andy dies, does his software still works? Okay, so as I say, for me, we work as a team. So in Singapore, we have a team of 18 people, and in Malaysia we have a team as well. Okay, and this software is parked under a company called ChartNexus, and this ChartNexus company actually, if you go Google ChartNexus, this company, it actually helps other brokerage houses, okay, like over here you can see like Lim & Tan, RHB Invest, UOB Kay Hian, Poems is Philip Capital, and Kenanga, CMC Market, M Plus Online, Malacca Securities. So all these are the popular brokers in Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, so our software is part under this company. So if I die, I believe that this company will definitely continue, because all the brokers have to continue to have tech support. Okay, have tech support. So don't worry about the tech support part. Okay, the tech support part is covering by another company. So I'm only here to share with you the strategy and to share with you how to use the software and risk management, and also how to trade. Okay, all right. So next is, can I trade gold with Andy's software? Okay, yes, you can. You can trade gold. So basically, let's say you are looking at Thai market. Okay, Thai market. So if you look at Thai market, there is a gold ETF out there. Okay, there's a gold ETF out there. So you can actually trade this gold ETF. The ETF symbol is GLD. Okay, GLD. Okay, so this gold ETF, okay, is something that you can actually trade in Thai baht. Okay, in Thai baht. Okay, so you look at it, it's actually uptrend. Okay, it's actually uptrend. So besides this gold ETF, you can also look at GLD, that's in US, the SP, the Spider Gold Trust. Okay, so this, if you want to trade gold, then this is one of them. Okay, this the Spider Gold Trust. You can use this to see the gold price. Of course, this is not gold futures. Okay, what's the difference between gold futures and gold ETF is, ETF is better for you to trade with a smaller amount of money. Okay, gold futures is actually leveraging up to a big contract sizes. So sometimes if, let's say, the gold price drop a lot, if you are not familiar with futures, then you could get burned. Okay, you could get burned badly. So gold ETF, okay, the same price as gold, this gold price. Okay, basically these are the gold price. Just that in this case, okay, it's, let's say 148.7. Okay, $148.70. The gold price is probably around 1,480. Okay, so that is how gold ETF actually works. Okay, so you can use this gold ETF to see gold price. Okay, it's the same strategy. Blue color you buy, red color you sell, blue color you buy, and red color you sell. Okay, so this is also one of the things to look at. Okay, let me just go quickly to the next question. Okay, what's the next question? Okay, can I use the system with option trading? Okay, the answer is yes. Okay, yes, you can. Okay, so I have a student, and this also a recent student just attended just few months ago. Okay, about 2-3 months ago. So his name is Victor. Okay, so Victor, okay, what he actually do is he trade options. Okay, he trade options, and he have very good results. Okay, let me just share with you some of his results over here. Okay, so so this is Victor. Okay, and Victor also put his profile picture with me. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, this is Victor, and okay, this is portfolio that he shared with us. Okay, February 12th, 2020. So, and he said that thanks to the ART tools, my US portfolio since the class, and the class is just about 2 months back. Okay, it's December 2019. Okay, December 2019. So he got this Fortinet, Intel, JD.com. Okay, so you can see that this is the one. Okay, so you can see basically all is green and all is doing very, very well. Okay, and 2 weeks later, about 2 weeks later, he shared with us again. Okay, that's on the 20th February, and you can see that the Nvidia, okay, is 187% up. Okay, of course this is option trading, so the percentage is much bigger. Okay, the price of the option actually goes up a lot more. okay, than the stocks. Okay, so basically, option trading is even better, okay, if you know how to manage risk. Okay, so with the system, it helps you to identify the entry point and exit point, and with that, if you're using option as a leverage, okay, leverage product, then it actually helps you better. Okay, so over here, these are some of the questions, and I hope they answer some of your inquiries. Okay, so the next question is, does the system encounter any technical issue? If yes, how many times per year? Okay, most of the time the system, okay, is working very well, okay, because like what I say, this system, right, is managed by this company called Chartnexus, and they do it for Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, so it's a pretty big company, and you know, many users. Okay, there are many users. Almost everybody that trades stocks uses this company's software, this chart. Okay, so it's very rare that they have technical issue. Okay, but if yes, maybe 1 or 2 times a year. Okay, but most of the time it doesn't have technical issues, so don't worry about that. Okay, has the system ever been wrong before? Okay, so have the system been wrong before? Okay, this is a very tricky question. Okay, so what do you mean by wrong? That's the thing. Okay, does losing money means wrong, or what do we mean by wrong? That's the thing. Okay, so okay, so the thing here is this. Okay, if let's say some people talk about losing money being wrong, okay, then that is a wrong mindset, because in the stock market or in any business, there's no way that you can win like 99% on 100% of the time. Okay, so for us, okay, if you read my book, okay, the book is Win Big, Lose Small. Okay, so for us, if you buy and then it's blue color, and then if it goes to red, you sell. If you make money, okay, there's a win. If you lose money, it's a loss. So as long as your win is bigger than your loss, it's okay to have sometime win and sometime loss. Okay, so that is the whole thing. Let's since we are at this gold chart, okay, let's take a look at this gold chart. So if you buy in a blue, you make money from 121 to 141. Okay, if you lose, you buy here, you sell here, you have a small loss. You buy here, you sell here, you have a small loss, and then after that you have a big win. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the stocks. Example, Gulf. Okay, so this is a very good example, because this shows what is big win and what is small loss. So you follow the system, blue color you buy, then red color you sell. So over here you make money from here to here, so it's about 13%. And then the next blue color you buy and red color you sell, you lose about 1.6%. So the win is 13%, the loss is 1.6%. And after that you have another blue arrow where you buy, and at the point that you buy, you do not know what's happening next. Okay, so we just buy, okay, at 75.88, and then after that the price just went up. Okay, and just from this price all the way up, okay, to here, which is 33%. Okay, 33%. And after you sell, okay, it went up again. So is it a wrong way to sell? It doesn't mean wrong. It's just that, you know, it's how the big player push everybody out, and they start to, when everybody's out, they start to push the price again. Okay, so this is very normal in the stock market, and we have to follow how the big players want to play. Okay, so basically this is how we get out. So we get in here, and then we get out here, and after that it turned blue again. So what do? We buy again. We get in here, and then we get out somewhere here. So we get about another 19% over here. So after you sell, it reverse. So after it reverse, you get back in. Okay, get back in, and then from here you enter and you sell somewhere around. Okay, so you enter somewhere around here, and you sell somewhere around 160, which is a 25% up. So with 25% up, what happened next is after that, okay, blue color, red color sell. Blue color, this one we don't buy because the next day it go down. Okay, so we wait for a while, it turns back to blue. So what do? Here we buy, and then after that it went up, and then it came down. If we're following the system, we just make a 4%. Okay, so a small win. Okay, but we avoid the drop later on. You see here? Okay, so what do we do next? We wait for the next blue arrow for Gulf. Okay, and we trade accordingly. So as long as this is still uptrend, still have a higher high, higher low, okay, following the system will always help us much better than, you know, analyzing with our naked eyes, or analyzing with some indicators, or analyzing whether now the PE ratio is good enough to buy, things like that. Okay, so the reason why there's no wrong, okay, is because we are measuring something with a constant. Okay, so most people, they do not measure, example, they do not measure with a ruler. Okay, if you ask me, when you measure with a ruler, how often I get wrong? I say, if I measure with a ruler, I can't get wrong. Okay, example, you know, I can measure with a constant, with a ruler. It actually is always the right way to do things. Okay, but if I measure without a ruler, okay, I measure like how long is this curtain without a ruler, then the chance of me getting it wrong is very high, because I do not, you know, like I cannot measure it with a constant. So having a system is basically something that is constant. That means you fix the parameters, and with that, okay, there's no wrong. Okay, there's no wrong, because it's actually measuring with, you know, all these all these parameters that is already prefixed. Okay, so it's only win big, lose small. Okay, there's no right or wrong in our theory. Okay, so let's go on to the next questions. Okay, next question is, okay, will the algorithm of the market ever run out of sync with the market situation? Meaning, okay, it cannot be used no matter what market situation. Okay, very good question. Okay, this is more of a difficult question. Okay, so basically in system trading, okay, the most worrying part, okay, whether what strategy you're using, the most worrying part, right, is volatility. Okay, the most is the volatility change. Okay, especially when it comes to system creation. Okay, the most difficult part is to choose whether we want to do short-term trading, or we want to do long-term investment, or we want to do mid-term trading. So after studying for many years, I realized mid-term is the best strategy, because if you're using short-term strategy, if the market becomes volatile, the system will no longer work well. Okay, so that is the reason why a lot of forex system, forex robot actually fails after a while. Okay, so the reason why we do why we do midterm trading, okay, is because this midterm trading, this is a midterm strategy. This midterm strategy actually already calculate the volatile times and the not so volatile times. So if it's not so volatile, it will do very, very well. Okay, but if it is very volatile, it will still help you to get out, because it's a midterm strategy is much easier. It's much easier to follow rather than a short-term strategy where, you know, you buy many times and, you know, the trend change here and there every time. Okay, so that's the reason why we have already, you know, like taken care of all these questions that many of you is asking, because you know, when I'm developing the system, when I'm developing the strategy, I have the same questions, because I develop it for myself. I use it for myself. Okay, and using this, we manage $1 million funds. Okay, so yeah, so basically, if you want to have a strategy that is helping you to get consistency and get results in trading, then okay, this is all we have. Okay, and this is a more reliable way to trade. Okay, rather than picking from newspaper, research report, listening to your broker and things like that. Okay, so yep. Okay, so these are some of the questions, and okay, then one more question. Right, one more question is, okay, so this is end of day data. Okay, end of day system. How can we trade with an end of day system? Because the market is always moving. Okay, so think about this. Okay, how, like, a lot of these big winners, how do they actually win? Take an example of let's say TQM. Okay, take an example of TQM, because TQM is the uptrend stocks right now. Okay, so this trend over here, if you trade this trend, okay, you buy, and then if you trade many times, buy, sell, 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 let's say you do it for 100 times over the past 1 year, okay, the result you get will probably less than the percentage mentioned here, about 270%, which is the price move up 270%. The more you trade, the less you earn. Why? Because you will actually get in and out, and sometimes the price goes up, you don't want to get in. So this is the problem that I faced many years ago. I realized the best way of catching this best stock is to hold, and of course not hold forever. Hold when it goes up. That's the most important thing. So the thing here is this. Okay, if you are trading 30 minutes chart, 60-minute chart, daily chart, the problem is, number one, you will be over trading. You'll be trading a lot and you don't see result. This is what I've been doing in the earlier days. Okay, I trade so much that my broker have to give me rebates. Okay, I trade so much that the broker have to discount the brokerage and send me hamper gifts during my birthday and things like that. So I realized, okay, if the broker is making so much money, I think I'm doing something wrong. Okay, I think I trade too much. So when I designed the system, I realized, okay, if you want to have more time, more freedom, and more result, okay, you have to do less trading, and you have to catch the big trend. Okay, so when you catch the big trend, you have more time to, let's say, go travel. You got more time to do your work. You got more time to run your business, and you got more time for family. And most important thing is, you actually have better result in trading, because you are not so vulnerable. You are not so excited. Okay, your emotion is at a very stable state, and that is the thing that helps you to do well in trading, and we need that. Okay, so that's why this is end of the day data. End of the day, we see the arrow. Okay, the arrow at the end of the day is the most important thing. Okay, so market, okay, during the day, beginners like to buy in the morning. Okay, this expert, okay, all the big players, they buy during the closing. And most important thing is the closing price, not the opening price, or not the intraday, the reversal. Okay, it's not the intraday price. The most important thing is the closing price. So that's why this system is based on the closing price, which is the most reliable price of the day. Okay, so I hope I answered most of your questions. Okay, I keep this video short and sweet. Okay, if you got any questions, you still please feel free to ask me, and I hope to answer all your questions. Okay, so see you in the class, and thank you for watching this.